Welcome to the Tech Journeys podcast. I'm your host, Vincent, and on this podcast, I interview people in tech. As always, this show is sponsored by the Consulting Launch Method, where I help experienced tech professionals build their own consulting business without spending years figuring out the business side. We've helped clients go from first idea to first client in 90 days and to six figures within a year. To learn more, connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message. On today's show, our guest is Abhishek Mishra, and he's a solution architect. He architects for Flutter Entertainment. Is in the architect team where he manages the data products. Abhishek, welcome to the show. And I wanted to ask you the question that I always ask, just to start with. Looking back at your career, what is the decision or the project that you are most proud of, and why? What made it stand out for you?
Yeah, I can start my journey because I came from the India, okay, very long, like around 2018, okay. So the way the working in the India, the working culture and everything totally different. So it was very big change for me because Sky Betting and Gaming hired me from the India. It was a very long journey. So I spent a lot of like around 10 years of my career into India and then moving here into the UK, totally work culture change, different project, different teams, and everything got changed for me. And now here I am in the Flutter Entertainment as a part of solution architect. So it's a long journey, starting from as a website engineer or software engineer, and now moving to the solution architect and senior solution architect. I just recently got promoted. Okay, so if you can see the whole journey, like starting from to develop a website application or web application and Windows application, and now I back to that journey where I'm designing things where like DevOps engineer can use my design and produce something application that is used by the different customer in the data product side. So it's a big journey. It's a big changes also in terms of work culture, in terms of environment, in terms of technology and everything from using all old technology like .NET and all these things and now move into more on the big data, AI, and machine learning, and all these things. So yeah, it's a good journey, and all things happen in the organic manner. Nothing like shortcut or nothing. Something like I use like okay, do this because something in the market, and so it's everything happen in the more organic manner. Okay, and that is supported by team manager and all the people that around in the Flutter Entertainment and PokerStars. So if we're talking about the people, they basically support me in terms of like how we can organically move from one place to another place, whether it's a technology or people perspective, how to manage the people, how to behave with the people, not only focus on the technology or solution, but also how we can maintain our environment where people can be more productive and not focus on the technology or solution. So it's a good journey, long journey. It started from India, now back to UK. I got citizenship in the UK. I never thought that. I just thought like I came in the UK and do some project back to again India. And but it's it started from there and now get the UK passport or citizenship. And it's a good journey, long journey, and I'm very happy with that. So yeah.
So yeah, and um, and is there any particular sort of, because obviously you started at with web design and software development, now moving into solution architect. Was there any particular project, on the solution architect side that made you think, what, actually that's why I want to become more of a solution architect?
Yeah, absolutely. So last 2 year in because we moved from our on-prem system to cloud transformation. So that was the big movement from organization point of view. So we were in the on-prem where we need to manage all our system by ourselves. Okay. And now we move to the whole cloud transformation into the AWS. So that was the big movement. And from the starting, I was involved into that. I was designing everything because I have a clear understanding about the existing system and how the system behave into the new environment. So I designed everything. So that was the big achievement from the organization and as my from my perspective also to design everything end to end, involved with the different stakeholder, product owner or DevOps engineer, and also with the AWS partner. So that was the good learning and that was the good like end-to-end delivery and not deliver within the timeline. We delivered before, so the organization was very
Wow.
happy and they saved a lot of cost because they thought like it will deliver within 1 year, but we deliver within 6, 7, 8 months. So that was a good change and that was a good cost saving also from the organization point of view. So it definitely add a lot of good learning, like designing end to end, deliver end to end, and coordination with the different team, whether it's a infosec, whether it's a DPO team, whether it's a engineering team or DevOps team. So it's a not only good learning, but if you deliver something where you involve and the organization is happy because they move from and they close all the data center because that is very costly for them and they move their whole platform from on-prem to cloud. So they save a lot of cost in terms of their data platform and they provide a lot of feature that they are not able to provide on the on-prem to the customer and to their player. So it's a win-win situation from everyone. I'm not saying just from me, but from organization point of view, for a data drive point of view, and definitely for me also because I learn a lot in these phases, and we deliver starting from scratch like greenfield project, and to put something on the production that is keep running till now. So yeah, it's a
Right.
it's definitely a good add-on from my professional point of view, but also personal point of view where you have to collaborate with different teams. You learn a lot, not only technology, but how you can work in a different situation, like in the pressure situation or normal situation, where you need to deliver something that organization is looking for that. So yeah.
Great. And obviously, you've been through a number of transitions, and you see, as you mentioned it, there's transitions in tech in general, right? With the move from on-prem to cloud and to AI. I mean, with that sort of backdrop, if you were starting your tech career again tomorrow, knowing what you know now, with all that context, what is the one thing you would do differently, or the one thing you would tell your younger self to do?
Yeah, so basically, one thing is very important because now people are more focusing on the buzzword and they start following that buzzword. So my thought, like if you are more focused on your basic things, like how software system or how your solution will be look like or how it will work, that is more important compared to just jumping around the buzzword that is going in the market. Like people nowadays like very much focusing on the AI thing. But if you don't know the solution, if you don't know how the system will behave or work, okay, if it's not in your mind, okay, or somewhere in the paperwork, somewhere in the Miro board or in the Lucid chart, whatever, okay, it's very difficult to just to go and apply the AI things, okay, and you think like everything solved by the AI. It is not going to work like that. So my main like concern and advice to everyone, not only me, but everyone, if they can focus more on their basic part, okay, how the software system, how the data product work, how the two or three system integrate with each other, and then you can take help from AI or anything that is automated mode, and you can apply your logic on top of that. That will be more helpful and more productive compared to just more dependent on the AI things or more automated things. I'm not saying you can't use that, but put your logic and put your idea behind that, discuss with the multiple team, take some ideas, and then try to consolidate things compared to just fully dependent on the AI.
Yeah.
Maybe that will solve your problem, but not for the longer term. Okay, you feel a lot of issue, but nowadays people are jumping around a lot of buzzword that is going in the market and going in the industry. But I think we should focus more on our basic part. If our base is clear, okay, like how different system work together, and then we can take help from AI and other things, and combination of both will work much better compared to just focus on the buzzword. That
Fair enough. I agree with you. I think there's obviously a lot of companies are following the trend, right, or jumping
yeah,
on the hype
yeah, yeah,
without fully understanding or understanding the impact of the business. And most AI implementations to date have failed, right, just because they're not necessarily taking the right basic steps, as you say. So now, let me ask you next then, obviously you had a sort of quite interesting career already, right? Which obviously involved a geographic move. But so what does the next chapter of your career look like for you? What aspirations do you have?
so aspiration is definitely because I'm part of the architect team and I recently moved to senior solution architect. So I'm more looking to how I can help the different team. Okay. Not only within our team, but the other tribe and other like branding team where I involve into that to understand their system because they have different brand, they have different technology, different way of working, okay, different data pattern. So I'm looking into more involved into that to understand their way of working, their culture, their team, and everything. So from the professional point of view, I'm looking to more collaboration with them. Currently, we have some limitation, okay, and where you can do that, but not at that level because their system, their data is totally different. Okay, so they know the sharing pattern, but in the Flutter, they're planning to do that. Okay, like where they can onboard all the teams, all the architect into one platform where they can share their knowledge, they can share their ideas, and put things as a more wider compared to just more silos. Like, okay, I'm doing my part, I'm doing my part, and we are not sharing with each other. So where I can share my knowledge and they can benefit and they can utilize the pattern that how we are using in terms of technology or solution. Okay. Not only from data perspective, but overall platform perspective.
Yeah.
So that's I'm looking for, okay, as a senior architect where I can provide my all our ideas or solution that could be benefit for as a whole organization, as a whole group perspective, not only for one brand perspective. Okay. So that's definitely I'm looking for from the future perspective. Okay, not only focus on to one solution or two solution and just to deliver that, but more collaboration with the different brand teams. Okay, within the organization, outside the organization, maybe a lot of people doing different thing where you can take benefit of that. Okay, and if that road is open, if that uh, things is open more wider, not only limited to one team or two team or three teams. That's I'm definitely looking from the future perspective, and that's our plan. Definitely, it's not my plan, but that's as the organization we are looking for that. Okay, to
Okay.
go more wider compared to very limited to just two or three things. So yeah.
Got it. Fantastic. Sounds very good. I mean, getting greater collaboration is never a bad thing. Yeah, and if you can, in all likelihood, you can get synergies as well across the
Yeah,
different brands as well and
yeah.
optimize. Fantastic. And is that are you continuing to do that sort of in the same capacity as you think you're doing, or are you ever looking to go more independent, or because I must see a lot of people in tech make that journey as well. Is that sort of on your horizon at some point?
No, to be very honest, I'm not looking for more independent. Okay, I'm more looking for within the collaboration of the team. Okay, I do some individual contribution. Okay, some of the things where I can put some that latest technology or latest thing that we can use it, where I can represent my ideas. Okay, if someone can use it, but it's a more like combination of journey from different people. I don't like more totally focus on to do something more independently. Okay, I'm looking more with the combination of different people and share their ideas and do something that is helpful for the organization or the more tribe perspective or the organization point of view. Okay, could be different brand, could be one brand. Okay, anything can be happen. Okay, but in terms of whatever we designed previously, so what new things we can add that can improve our cost, performance, and everything. We are keep learning because a lot of things we are newly added. Okay, and that was very cost effective from the organization point of view, and they're looking for to because when we did the cloud transformation, we did a lot of things because in the go. Okay, because we need to deliver that program as soon as possible
Yeah.
to reduce the cost of the on-prem system or data center. And now we reach to that level. So now we are looking for like how we can improve the cost, how we can improve the things that can be. We haven't noticed that at the starting point because we need to deliver that on time. Okay. But now we have a time, now our platform is more stable. So if we can do something extra to reduce the cost, to reduce the management perspective or maintenance perspective. So that we did, and that where we put our contribution, like how we can improve the things. Okay. That was not done before. Now we have a time. Let's design something differently. Let's do something differently and try to improve that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Fantastic. Well, Thank you so much for being on. The best way for people to get in contact with you is through LinkedIn, presumably.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Fantastic. So thank you so much for being on the show, Abhishek. Really appreciate it. As a reminder to everyone listening, the show is sponsored by the Consulting Launch Method, where I help experienced tech professionals build their own consulting business next to their day job without spending years figuring out the business side. We've helped clients go from initial idea to their first client sign up within 90 days and earn six figures within a year. To learn more, connect with me on LinkedIn and send me a message. Until
Yeah.
the next episode. Thank you.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you. Bye bye.